We Republicans, hosted by JP.
We Republicans know DEI is bad. It prevents good people from being hired for good jobs. It's just somebody to put incompetent people in charge. What we need is a merit system. Republicans have told us over and over again that we need a meritocracy, one run by who is best to do a job. This DEI stuff has to stop. We need merit.
The United States of America, we get ahead and succeed by merit and merit alone.
So says Laura Trump, who got her position because she was appointed by Donald Trump. She has no political experience running a large organization like the Republican Party. In fact, her only experience is working for Donald Trump and being married to Eric Trump. Well, another appointee was Pete Hegseth, who happened to run veterans groups before he ripped them off and got terminated from them. He also had a huge series of sexual harassment cases. He is put in charge of a Department of Defense. Okay. Maybe, perhaps Robert F. Kennedy might be a different story. He is headed to run the Department of Health and Human Services. He's an anti-vaxxer, anti-science-based medicine, and he ran a campaign against vaccination in Samoa, which led to 83 babies being dead. I don't think that's a great choice. We also have McMahon to run the Department of Education. No experience running the Department of Education. And the company she worked for, WWF, had a huge sexual harassment scandal throughout its history. Clearly, these people were not put in charge because of their merit. They are meritless for what they're doing. And this is a great tragedy against Republicans because it was the Republican president, Rutherford B. Hayes, that actually created the merit system. In his time, civil service was more of a spoils-based system. People got jobs because the president wanted them to, and they got rewarded for that job, usually by doing some bad stuff, taken from all of us. Hayes believed equal treatment without regard to wealth, social standing, or race should be considered when applying for a federal job. Applicants for federal jobs were to be qualified, experienced, and apt for the positions. Clearly, the people we talked about are not. In essence, someone who applied for a federal job had to be given that job because of competence, because they earned it, because they had the knowledge for it. DEI did not affect this. In fact, most of us against DEI today, or most Republicans against it, didn't realize it started more than a century ago, and that it was reinforced in 1967, and we've lived with it almost our entire lives. So what is DEI? DEI is diversity, embracing the differences everyone brings to the table, whether that is race, sex, age, religion, or something other. Equity, treating everyone fairly and providing equal opportunities. Inclusion is respecting everyone's voice and creating a culture in which people from all backgrounds can engage and express their ideas. It is not about giving a job to someone who's unqualified. It is not about giving a job over a white man. It is about including everybody in the ability to apply for jobs and get them based on merit. DEI is merit based. It allows us to recognize who people are, to avoid toxic work environments, to avoid work environments of sexual harassment. If you don't believe me on this, watch a John Wayne movie from the 1950s. DEI is what made us a better culture to allow us to be inclusive for everybody who applies for a job. That is why, after Rutherford B. Hayes passed the civil service reform and did a merit-based system, why many minorities went into government service. DEI is about merit. You cannot have a merit-based system unless we recognize the abilities of all people around us and let the best qualified people compete for a job. When we don't do this, we don't do DEI, we don't do merit, we get Pete Hegseth, we get McMahon, we get Robert F. Kennedy, and we get Trump himself. If you believe in a merit system, you believe in DEI.